Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today is Saturday, which means it's a new weekend reading vlog. So I've been a mess lately. I haven't been in the best mindset in general, but I'm feeling much better, thankfully. And now I'm ready to catch up and get ahead of things. I have a lot of videos I need to edit and upload, some reading to catch up as well. So I'm ready to do that now. And this is a long weekend because on Monday it's Labor Day and we do not work or have school on Labor Day. So I'm going to try and make the most of it. I do want to get my hair done because it's now faded pretty much, and we might go to the aquarium, but that's about it. I do want to get to some filming because for some reason I did lose my July wrap-up footage. So I'm going to do a July and August wrap-up video altogether. I also need to do my September TBR, and spoiler alert, I am going to be participating in Becca's Bookoplathon for September, and if I want to get on with my reading for September, I need to get that done. So I'm going to take care of this and get my cards ready for the game. I do have some mandatory reads I want to get to this month. Some of them I'll be talking a little bit later, but I'm still going to try and make those mandatory reads fit through the Bookoplathon, if that makes sense. Today, I'm also going to focus on my bullet journals. If you've seen my previous wrap-ups and TBRs, you know that I like to put my bullet journal time-lapse videos into those. And I usually outline them first with a pencil before I actually film them, which I haven't done yet at all. So I'm going to focus on that. I'm probably going to do some sprints and alternate so I can get both tasks done. So reading wise, I have 3 books I really want to get to this weekend. So the first one is The Bones of Ruin by Sarah Raleigh. So I have started this book last weekend, but it follows Iris, who is an African tightrope dancer in Victorian London, and we follow her journey, and there's something very unique to Iris as she has this ability to never die. I believe there's also a magical tournament of some sort that is going to take place in this book. I know it's the first book of a trilogy or a series. So far, I've read 60 pages and I'm really liking the writing and the characters for now. I know that the ratings so far aren't that great, but I'm trying to not be influenced by that and try to make my own opinion. But so far it was a good read. The other book I really want to focus on is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I am so grateful to have this arc. It is set to be published on September 21st, so I really want to get my review out there before the publishing date because I know a lot of people wanted this arc and I was really fortunate to have it. So, and I'm really excited about it. I honestly thought I was going to be denied the arc for this one. I was really surprised that I got it, so I cannot wait. I've only read 1 book from this author, which was The House in the Cerulean Sea, and I really, really loved this book. I read it really, really fast. I really enjoyed it. I really loved the artwork for this cover, and the vibe of the artwork really, really fit the story, in my opinion. And the artwork for Under the Whispering Door is very, very similar. So I am really hoping I'm going to like that one as well. I was also reading The Last Magician last weekend, but I'm planning on taking a break from this one. It's not because I'm not enjoying it. It's just because I have so many books I want to get to quickly that have deadlines, so I need to take a break from this one. So I'm going to put it down for just a tiny bit and still try to finish it for September, but for this weekend I'm going to put it down for a while. And then the last book I'm going to try to read this weekend is The Fellowship of the Ring, which is the first book of the Lord of the Rings series trilogy. I am trying to read this one quickly. I know it's not going to be a quick read. I have never read the Lord of the Rings books. I do know I started reading The Hobbit when I was a teenager, but I lost my book somehow and didn't get to finish it, and I haven't read the Lord of the Rings. I was enjoying The Hobbit at the time, from what I can remember. I have watched the movies so many times, I cannot count them anymore. So I know I'm going to enjoy it. Though the only thing is that the writing is very, very small and dense. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a quick read. But I'm trying to read it before September 17th because there is a Lord of the Rings read-along that is hosted by Bethany from Beautifully Bookish Bethany. I'll put her channel in the description below as well if you want to check that out and take part as well. But her live show is on September 17th, so I'm going to try to read it before the live. So that's pretty much for my reading plans for this weekend. I'm really excited to get to those books, and we'll see how it goes. Right now, I need to repot a plant that is watching me right now, and I know if I have to do that. I've been putting it off for a couple of days, but I really need to get to that quickly, and then I'll get to some bullet journals, watch some booktube, and read Bones of Ruin. I'll see you later when I have more thoughts.
Didn't think you'd say hi to me, let alone walk by me, even though I know I deserve the best. And just look at you, you make me blush. And I put up my wall so my heart won't get crushed. Cause when you're looking in my eyes, it's like I'm walking on thin ice. And if you can't tell, I'm not acquainted with love that well. It's a game that I never learned to play. But when you look my way, it's like I've known it all along. And what I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna make a move, stop waiting. Cause I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. So tell me how I play it cool now. Tell me when can I see you again, but maybe this time not as just friends. I'm falling hard, baby, you got me hooked. These feelings just cannot be overlooked, and I'm so tired of waiting, babe. I'm so over this patient phase. It's not overrated, it's not complicated. It's love, it's love. And if you can't tell, I'm not acquainted with love that well. It's a game that I never learned to play. But when you look my way, it's like I've known it all I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna make a move, stop waiting, 'cause I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. So tell me how I play it cool. Yeah, 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 no. So take me away someplace foreign, hold me safe inside your arms. It's not overrated, it's not complicated, it's love. So take me away someplace foreign, hold me safe inside your arms. It's not overrated, it's not complicated, it's love. It's love. So take me away someplace foreign, hold me safe inside your arms. It's not overrated, it's not complicated, it's love. It's love. So take me away someplace foreign, hold me safe inside your arms. It's not overrated, it's not complicated, it's love. And if you can't tell, I'm not acquainted with love that well. It's a game that I never learned to play, but when you look my way, it's like I've known it all along. And what I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna make a move, stop waiting, 'cause I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. So tell me how I play it cool. Yeah, yeah, no. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. So tell me how I play it cool.
Sitting on my own in a hotel room on a rainy day. Sitting on my own with an old guitar, and I'm far away. Sipping cold tea with a loose brand leaf, and I think of you. Slip into a dream of a wish of mine, but it won't come true. Sitting on my own in a hotel room on a winter's day, thinking of the way that you touched my skin. Now you're far away, waiting for a call from a friend of mine, hoping he'll pull through. Waiting for a time when you leave my mind, but you never do. Tell me that you feel it. Tell me that you feel it too. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you need me too. that you feel it. Tell me that you feel it.
Hi everyone, so a quick update. I actually haven't updated you at all today, but except for the small b-rolls. Right now I don't like filming during the day. My son asks for a lot of attention and it's really hard for me to get filming, so I prefer to wait until he's sleeping at night before filming. But I have been doing a lot of reading and some filming done, so I still was pretty productive. I'm done with my July and August TBR. I'm done with my bullet journal, and I've also filmed my September TBR, which is really amazing to me that I managed to do all of that, and also that I managed to get some reading through that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with my day. So for The Bones of Ruin, I have thoughts. I'm liking it. I'm liking the premise and how it's going, more or less. I'm not necessarily vibing with the plot choices. I don't know how to explain, but there's some things that I feel are not necessarily done well. So for example, from the beginning, I can easily predict how I think it's going to happen, and it doesn't quite happen that way, but in the same time, it's still disappointing and not very new. Our main character, Iris, is in hiding and she's trying to find out about her past life that she doesn't remember, and this other main character is trying to protect her, and he tries to do that by entering her into this tournament of freaks with magical abilities. And I have read that trope many times before. It's not a new trope. It's something I have read in The Night Circus, in The Crown's Game, and I have to admit I'm a little bit scared of how it's going to turn out. I'm scared it's going to turn out a little cliche because if I recall the one in The Crown's Game, it felt very much like a copy of The Night Circus, which I don't like. I love The Night Circus, don't get me wrong. I really, really loved The Night Circus, but what I don't like is when other books copy the same trope without bringing anything new to it, which I'm pretty scared is going to happen in this book as well. So we'll see. I'm not completely sure how it's going to turn out yet, but I'm still enjoying it. It's so far below a 4-star read. That's my prediction, but it's still very enjoyable. It kind of reads fast as well, so that's fun. Another thing I have an issue with is that there's this mystery surrounding the second main character, and you don't know who he is and what's his motivations, and you can understand that it's intended to be a mystery and that those information are not intended to be revealed, but it's done in a strange way in my opinion. So we'll see. After those informations are revealed, maybe I might change my mind. I don't know. I might be wrong, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see. I'm still enjoying it very much. And yeah, that's it for that book. I still have all of tomorrow to finish it. I'm not very far into it. I'm not even 200 pages in, and it's a 500-page book. So I'm going to get to it as fast as possible. I'm going to focus on that tomorrow. And then I also started reading Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. Okay, my first impression was that I was going to have the same vibe as The House of the Cerulean Sea, mainly because of the cover. So as you can see here, the covers are very similar. You have this house in a landscape, and it has this very specific aesthetic that I love. So I was expecting a similar vibe to The House of the Cerulean Sea, and I was not wrong. I do feel some similarities between the two books. I feel like this main character who is very unhappy in his city job and finds himself having to go to a countryside village, which I really love, and I instantly recognize his writing style that is just magnificent. So far it's going really well. I'm not sure if there's going to be much more similarities to the House of the Cerulean Sea than that, because of the topic. The House in the Cerulean Sea was a very light read and feel good type of book. I'm not sure this one is actually a feel good because the topic is a little more heavier than in the other books. So we'll see how it goes. I am a little scared because of the trope. I'm scared it's going to do a type of Christmas Carol type of trope. But I'm trusting TJ Klune's writing in this, and hopefully he's going to push through and get this trope a little further and have his own take on it so it doesn't turn out cliche. I don't think I've told you the synopsis of this book. So in this one, we follow Wallace Price, who ends up dead, and he is greeted by a Reaper who tries to help him transition to the afterlife, and he is given a chance to live 7 days before actually passing through for real. Does that make sense? I can see the different paths this story could go, and there are some of those paths that I'm hoping it won't go there. But we'll see. So far, I'm not very far into it yet. I think I'm only 50 pages in, but I really, really love his writing, and it reads so fast that I'm going to trust his writing and this author. We'll see how it goes from here. So those are my reading updates. I'm going to actually get back to it pretty fast because I want to finish those 2 books, and I only have 1 day off left. So yeah, I'm going to read and edit tomorrow. That's my plans. We're not going to go out. Today was actually a very rainy day, so it wasn't ideal. And I still have so many things left to do tomorrow, so I don't think we're going to go out. We'll see if I'll do that in another weekend. But yeah, I'll talk to you when I have more.